ready to go.
Right. Here we go. Captain's log, stardate 54510.2. After about 2 weeks of paleontology work on Wraithus 3, we're on our way back to Annan's Landing for a resupply of essential ship inventory, like additional material for the workshops and new personnel that are part of a shift in rotation. The new crew will complement our old one and give some of our other crew members much needed shore leave. As for my senior staff, there is, as they say, no rest for the wicked. End log.
Beautiful, great. So we are going to start things off on the bridge. You are not at that station. You are there, and I have to quickly repopulate the bridge because I forgot to repopulate the bridge. Aren't I good at this?
Repopulation.
So this is who I'm gonna say is probably on the bridge right now. So Tizonin, do you want to work on your thing?
Yep.
Okay. You still have my notes about where we were at with that?
Let's see.
I was gonna say
Last played on the 22nd, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I have them.
Okay.
Control engineering. And roll.
Okay, and the ship should be able to assist with computers engineering.
I'm getting in the game now, but can you roll the ship for now? Because Roll20's got to do its advertisement thing, you know.
Yeah. I'll take care of that for you then. Computers engineering, I said. Not security engineering. You generate a momentum.
Well, keep track of it.
Okay. Roll your dice.
4 of them.
Yep, 4 of them.
Roll them bones.
That's another 4 work. If you spend that momentum you just generated, you will have gotten a breakthrough. Actually, 2
Okay.
breakthroughs.
I spend it. Do I roll again or?
All right. Yeah, you get a lot of programming done on this thing. Basically, you've built the entire programming framework. Now it's just going to be a matter of syncing it up to your specific implant that's synced up to your specific neural patterns. But other than that, you're well on your way to having this little side project of yours done.
Yes.
Yes. While we are on the bridge, then, hang on, who would, Joyce isn't here yet. Okay. I'll give it to Rugon then. I'll give this to Rugon. Okay, there you go, Rugon.
Captain, there's an incoming communication from Starfleet Command. Ready to be taken when you're ready.
I'm just transferred over to my terminal. I'll be right there.
Aye, sir.
Okay, and ready room. Here we go. Block is not there. So as you step in. I assume you take your seat.
Boop, beep, boop.
Yep, you press the little button, and I like to think you sort of have a little thing where, like, the screen flips up.
Oh, they do have those like laptops, whatever. Those are the terminals, right?
Yeah. Like, well,
Exactly.
I know that Picard's, like, was built onto the desk, and it was just always sort of sitting there. I like to think this one, like, flips up.
Yeah, it's a laptop essentially, futuristic
Like,
laptop.
built into the desk. Type deal. That's what I like to think.
It was way too small to be practical, though. It was like the size of an iPhone. I don't know how you get any work done on it.
I'll do the beep boop.
Captain Jacoby, it looks like there is incoming communication from. It's the Admiralty's office, but it's not an admiral who is reaching out to you. This communication is coming from Fleet Captain Joan. Or is that the first name or the last name?
Only name.
Only name, right?
They don't have last names.
That's right. They don't. Fleet Commander Joan. You got Fleet Captain Joan.
Fleet Captain. Right. Bring it up.
Go for it.
Hello, Captain Jacoby.
As I'll pull up the. Do you have the thing? Where is it? It would be in the Kismet, wouldn't it? I'd be able, oh, there it is. You did it.
I don't know where the screen is, so I assume there.
Yeah, about there.
Fleet Captain, this is most unexpected. I wasn't expecting any calls from the Admiralty this time, quickly at least. How can I help you?
Just a quick check. Is your end of the line secure at the moment?
Should be. Computer, are we on an encrypted channel?
As long as that's what Joan's communique called for. Like, Joan, if you asked for the line to be secure,
He would have. He's just double checking to make sure that that happened on the other end.
Then yes, the computer affirms with a positive chirp.
My computer is giving me positive readings, Fleet Captain. How can I help you?
Well, a few things. Since you've been away, I am informing you that Rear Admiral Nia is currently hospitalized due to an incident at Starbase 21. She has yet to recover, but doctors say she will hopefully recover soon. In the interim, I've been elevated to acting fleet captain, so I'm to operate the day-to-day operations of the 10th Fleet. Sending over security codes now to verify that for you.
May I inquire as to what happened to the Fleet Admiral?
Apparently a type of armored Cowcat crystal formation attacked Starbase 21. The Tereshkova was able to destroy it before it was able to do much damage, but during the time it was there, it emitted some sort of strange psionic pulse. And a couple of them, in fact, that hurt some of the crew and people aboard the Starbase. At its destruction, it emitted a sort of death throw rattle, and it hurt the general population has a few nightmares, but those of sonic species and those who are particularly sensitive were hit hard. Admiral Nia was one of the worse off of the bunch, unfortunately.
I see. Ground, do his security codes check out?
Hang on, let me do the. Yes, they do.
All right, very well, Fleet Captain. I await your orders.
At present, I'm going to request that, given that the senior staff of Andon's Landing is currently on medical leave, given what they've been going through there right now, and last I heard from from your reports, your situation's stable. There's no new threats that you're running into beyond the. Oh, okay. That should have come to my desk a lot sooner.
What should have come to your desk sooner, acting Fleet Captain?
just to verify, you encountered the Borg?
Yes, a Borg probe. Was there not a? I sent out a fleet alert for that.
Oh yeah, I'll let you know, Joan, as you're reading over the report in front of you. It would appear that because this is the Borg is a Federation-wide threat. Another fleet has moved in and essentially took custody of the situation.
Oh, that explains it. The other fleet admiral decided not to tell me. That's polite of them. Sorry about that. I've had to, when the incident with the Rear Admiral happened, I basically had to grab the first ship I could and race back to Earth to get things in order. The Admiralty staff we have here is been scattered a bit and has been disrupted. So I'm kind of spending a lot of time checking in with all the ships on their situations. And pulls up a pad. Apparently, the other fleet that took custody of the Borg situation decided to let me know now once I got to Earth. So I'm glad someone's paying attention and command.
Hey,
Well,
Joan, at least they let you know.
Yeah.
I would be more than willing to send you the fleet logs on our encounter with the Borg, as well as our scans of the Borg probe, should they interest you.
Please. He glares at a screen, like away at a screen, like he's hoping he's gonna hurt whoever wrote the other report.
I will let my first officer know to compile the logs as soon as I can. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Yes. Since you'll be looking over, since you're gonna be on shore leave for a bit in Andon's Landing anyway, I'd like you to just do a quick look around, make sure everything's okay. Last I heard from them, politically, their leadership was thinking about going independent because they're kind of mad about how various incidents have happened at the outpost and on planet. So they're kind of touchy about Starfleet right now. So I want to give them a little extra care to let them know that we're not forgetting about them just because there's stuff going on out in space.
Let me be frank here, Acting Captain. You want me to spy on our own station?
No, I want you to check in on it and let the counselors know that if they need help, the Hatfield's around. And most likely they'll ask you for something like helping them with a research probe or helping set up a prefab out in the wilderness or something like that. Just to let them know that there's extra help around. The Artemis is in your area as well, so if you need help, they can cover the heavy lifting. I don't want to put too much strain on the Hatfield since as I see from the report, you look like you're getting resupplied anyway.
Well, it seems certainly doable. I'm sure I can let my crew in on the details. Am I allowed to let them in on the details, or is this strictly on a need-to-know basis?
You can. The only thing I would ask you keep to your senior staff is the situation with the Rear Admiral. We're trying not to advertise that someone was able to hit one of our senior flag officers. But other than that, the order of check-in on Andon's Landing and so on, that can be widely available. That's fine.
And the situation with the Borg is to be kept under wraps?
Use your discretion. The other fleet, from what I've read over, they seem to have it in hand, but I'm gonna check their homework, as it were, to make sure they're doing everything. If I hear anything weird, I'll give you a call, because you were the one that encountered them out there, just to keep you updated. But I don't see any particular reason to keep it too under wraps right now, but if you have an order from a more senior admiral, pay attention to that, of course. He shrugs. I haven't been given a hush-hush order yet, so I feel no need to give you one.
Understood, Fleet Captain. Is there anything else?
Actually, since you have me, is there anything you need me to do? I'm on Earth, so I can do something for the 10th while I'm here.
Well, except passing a couple of messages around for those of the crew members who are from Earth, I'd say there's nothing much. Do try and see just how public knowledge has gone around about the Borg, if it's widely available and if it's causing a stir.
I'll
hate
do
for it
that.
to cause a stir.
I will do that, and actually I've sent a request to pull in the fleet intelligence officer on it, so I'll probably ask them to dig at it for a bit on our own just to make sure everything's fine. We don't want to, as you say, we don't want to cause a panic or anything.
Well, let me know when you have any concrete information anyway.
Will do. Enjoy your shore leave as much as you can, Captain.
Thank you, Acting Fleet Captain. Captain Jacoby.
And the screen goes dark, screen folds down into the desk again.
Well, alright. Let's go back to the bridge then, and I'll, quietly inform the senior staff that we are going to Andon's Landing, and we're going to check on the situation. Per orders of the acting fleet captain.
Thanks for dropping in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you call me again, let me know and I can jump back on.
Okay.
Best of luck, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Now let's burn down the house.
So you're all continuing on your way to Andon's Landing. However, I think now is probably the time where we are going to cut down to sickbay.
Yeah.
And we'll just say Jueza is there, just for the sake of the scene.
All right.
And actually, I have a different token to use this time that might be a little bit more, I don't want to say evocative of what it looks like. Because again, this guy doesn't have any doesn't have any visible implants.
Mhm.
Which again, that actually makes some of this almost easier.
I just sent you the thing.
Oh, you resent me the.
I just wanted
okay.
to I just wanted to
Got it.
that can I activate the crew support for an assist here?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, I will activate the
I think
surgical nurse.
I was gonna say, I think one of them actually has one of them has a cybernetics focus.
I gave her that.
Yeah. Maybe give
Control medicine. All right.
her, maybe you want to give her a talent of some type.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
I'll quickly check the med book and see if there's anything good.
Yeah. Thank you.
See what's good.
I am going to give you a threat because we don't have any momentum.
Nice, and that puts me at, I think.
Actually, did Tev generate a momentum?
He did, but he spent it in order to get one more momentum for a breakthrough.
Okay, then yeah, I'll give you the threat.
It's not going to be super useful in this particular instance, but I think under the circumstances it makes, given her character, it makes sense. I'm giving her the cyberneticist talent.
All right, cool.
Makes sense.
Which means that if she's ever doing anything regarding working on cybernetics, like, say, to Zonins, it decreases the difficulty. I don't think that's gonna happen, come into play here, but it could in the future.
Control medicine.
And don't forget you have the ship advantage.
Mm-hmm. So it's 3 dice.
And you're giving me a threat, so I'm at 11 now. If Jueza hops in, I'll add 2 more. And the ship should also be helping out with computers medicine.
Right. Okay.
Coming up.
All right. Yeah, let's do this. 3.
Oh.
buddy.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Wow.
Oh, doctor.
Oh man, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad.
Yep.
Wow.
If
Okay.
you want to spend a determination,
Um,
I'd say that first one is that first value you got is would work.
yeah, every life is precious. Something goes horrible to Ron, and I have to fix it to save his life.
Yes. Like, yeah. Let's
That's an
re-roll those two 20s.
please.
Okay. I can re-roll both of those zeros.
Yeah,
Okay.
because spending a determination allows you to selectively re-roll your dice pool.
Okay. Cool.
Nice. That's
Much better.
You gain a momentum.
3. Oh, that's awesome.
'Cause-
Oh.
Because you generated 5 successes, and the ship generated a success.
Yeah. 4, 5. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Wow, you rolled
Awesome.
You rolled 2 nat 1s and 2 nat 20s in like rapid succession.
I'm nothing if not consistently inconsistent.
So roll your 5 challenge dice. No, sorry, 7 challenge dice, because it's 2
Yes.
plus your discipline.
All right.
That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Minus 3.
And then progression doubles it.
No. I'm taking that into account.
Oh, okay.
Each of those effects right there,
Mhm.
that's 2 work because you have progression.
Oh, right. I see.
It's like vicious.
Right. Okay.
So that's 2, 4, 6.
6, 8, 10.
Yep, it is
11.
11.
I see.
Yep.
I gotcha.
Minus the 3 resistance brings you to 8. So either way, you've got a breakthrough. If you
Yep,
want to just
got it.
save that momentum you generated.
Yeah, we can save the momentum.
Okay, there you go. You created a breakthrough because you got more than 5 work done in 1 hit.
Awesome.
So you're currently at 1 breakthrough, and you are currently at 9 work.
Awesome.
We did have 1 work last time.
Yeah,
so-
I took that into account
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
because
Yep,
it was
I
we
see.
were at 1. I added 8.
Oh, yep. Thank you. My math is wrong.
And I'm not changing any of the difficulties or work or mag, anything like that, because I want to keep the base test always there, so then we can just subtract breakthroughs and work done.
Mhm.
Just to keep it all consistent.
All right.
As,
Cool.
Yeah, it was slow going at first, but I mean, yeah, the archaeological teams had their thing going, but that was mostly a science department endeavor. Over the past couple weeks, you've had time to just really dig in and do the long, boring process. Well, kind of boring process of sitting by and making sure nothing goes wrong with what essentially boils down to Borg dialysis.
So yeah, and then there was some complication, but I managed to fix it.
You had to adjust there were some minor problems that you encountered along the way that could have developed into bigger things, but you were able to stay on top of them.
Those nano probes are tricky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are quite tricky. But that's that for now. Does anyone else have any scenes that they wish to run?
No.
I think we can get into it.
Alrighty then. I am going to pull us over to the bridge. Vlok, where are you right now? Just curious.
Be engineering.
Okay, you're in engineering. Got it. Okay. Let me ping you a thing to zone in.
Alrighty, let's see what we got.
Hello?
You still typing?
I sent it to you.
Oh, I thought you were gonna add more because it said you were typing. Captain, we're now entering the Andon system. Should I set us into orbit?
Yes, please, and contact contact the
Yeah. And
sorry, the starbase to tell them that we're going to dock.
Okay. Sent you a thing, Rugon.
Captain, there are 2 vessels on sensors in standard orbit.
Of the station?
Of the station.
Standard orbit of planet.
Of the planet, sir.
Right. What are they?
Give me a. Unfortunately, this is a Reason security difficulty 1 assisted by the ship's sensors security, so that makes it difficulty 0. Let's see if you generate any momentum, Rugon.
Here comes the ship. Choo choo. Ship rolled a 0. Ah.
That's an oof.
And you, Rugon? Oh my god.
Nice.
That's 3 momentum.
Plus 1 more for our improved sensors.
Yeah, so 4.
I'm about to send you the.
Captain, I'm detecting the Federation, the Intrepid class USS Anning. In addition, I'm detecting the Klingon Vorchov class battlecruiser, the IKS Bemoth Elf.
And I'll pull us over to the map of the Andon system. There you
What
go.
is an Intrepid class doing here along with a Klingon bird of prey?
Sightseeing, perhaps, Captain.
Well, this planet's not much to look at.
Oh, that's let me clarify to you, Captain. That's not just a bird of prey. That's a Vorcha class. Those are the big guns.
Yeah, that's kind of 2 big guns for a simple station. But like I said, Lieutenant Zonin, phone get the station on the horn. Tell them we'll be docking soon.
They're the modern
Okay.
D7 battle cruisers, right?
The Vorcha?
They're like, yeah. They're like the modernized version of the D7, right?
Are they?
They're
I don't think so.
they're a new class.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
D7s are still in use. No, the
Okay.
Katinga class is the new D7.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think Vorchas are like scale 5, I think.
I don't know what that means.
It's a big ship. That's what it means.
Okay.
It means it's almost 2 times the size of us.
Damn, son.
Ish.
It means don't get in a fight.
No, it means get in a fight.
I don't.
Oh
What
my
if you want the
God.
IRL?
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
My God.
Yeah. Okay. Where were we?
Yes, we're
Design
going
was
to
calling
dock.
the Yeah.
Okay. Yep. You managed to easily get permission. Zonin, make me a control con check. Difficulty of 1. Assisted by the ship's engines con. But I'm going to spend 2 threat to increase the difficulty to 2.
Which is again reduced by the ship's precision, improved reaction control.
Oh, that's right, because the reaction control does decrease the difficulty, doesn't it? Right. Okay.
So he got it, so I'm gonna roll engines con. There, we generated 2 momentum.
Yes, you did. And the Hadfield is now docked.
And we are also capped.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're capped now.
All right.
Actually, we're
We
1
actually
over,
went
so
1 over, yeah. But that won't do anything, so.
we can't create an advantage with it, so screw it.
We land so spectacularly, everyone is impressed with us.
It's like on American Airlines, you know, when the pilot lands, the people
Everybody
inside clap.
claps.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah,
claps.
there we
So when Zonin brings the ship into dock, everybody claps.
Oh, God.
Hell yeah.
This is the Federation we live in now.
Yes.
Ah, yes, the Federation of Space Americans who clap when the plane.
So cursed. It's so
Hey man,
cursed.
I've only experienced it once and I don't want to ever experience it again.
I have to experience it often.
Okay, so, you guys are docked. Who wants to go where? Because I'll pull us over to the outpost and an ops map. So you guys can go. Actually, I will bring you all into docking and reception.
Right.
Unless any of you want to stay on the ship.
Well, for now we will all. Well, Doctor, do you want to stay or?
Oh, no, I was going to say I'd like to check out the ending. It was my previous assignment.
You can indeed. I want Lieutenant Regana and Lieutenant Zonin to visit the Klingon ship, or at least inquire around as to why the Klingon Vorcha class is here. Myself and my first officer will inquire why the Intrepid class is here.
Aye, sir.
Because 2 giant ships don't just show up on the station in the middle of nowhere with their big guns.
Yeah, sorry, real quick. Somebody's got their thing turned up a little bit too loud. I can hear them through the thing. No, wait, that was my fault. Sorry about that. For some reason, I was hearing it twice. And it turned out because I accidentally clicked M6 stream.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Accidentally, because nobody purposefully clicks Thames Extreme, right?
Well, not when they're in it.
I'm just playing. Fun. Right, so like I said, Lieutenant Regan and Zonin will check why the Vorcha class is here. Myself and my first officer will check why the Intrepid class is here. Surely the mission logs or the CIC must have some information on this.
Aye, sir. As it stands, before we step foot into this situation, are we certain that there may not be any latent hostilities? We may be walking into the middle.
I certainly hope not. If you get taken prisoner, it's on you this time.
Point taken, Captain.
Captain, I object. We're probably going to get taken prisoner.
Objection noted, and will be noted in my log. Continue on. We will meet back here in circa 1 hour 30, shall we say? That should give us enough time to find out at least why they're here. Once we know why
Aye,
they're
sir.
here, we'll formulate a plan and
Sasha,
strategy.
go lay down. Go. Lay down. Oh my god, you stupid dog.
Hey, he's a good boy.
He's a loverly friend.
Good.
Right, well, dismissed. Go about the station then.
Okay. Who do we want to start with?
I'd say the doctor.
Not me. I'm wrestling the dog.
What do you have in your mouth? What's in your mouth?
Nothing.
I'd say us then.
Oh.
Let's go figure
Sure.
out.
Actually-
the intrepid-
I'm back.
Yeah, let the doctor
Okay, doctor.
go first.
Okay.
Well, I assume if we're going to the same ship, the three of us would be going together.
Are you all headed over to the Anning then?
I thought we
Uh,
were checking on the status within the
We
station.
were. I was gonna check in CIC, but if the doctor wants to visit because it's her old station, be my guest.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I thought
well-
you said you were going to the Intrepid class.
No, it's okay. Myself and Commander Vlok will keep a low profile. We're just gonna go to CIC and skulk about there.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll head to the Anning.
And they're the Artemis character. Is there the Artemis characters here? Starfleet personnel, Starfleet supporting characters. Oh, already ahead of me, I guess. Thanks, right. So, Jacoby, you and Valak walk out into Ops. It is sparsely populated. There are a couple of officers walking around, but it's clear that things are on sort of low operations right now. This is probably, you probably walked in on essentially beta shift. There's a trill in there's a trill in Science Blue sitting at the terminal. He has the 2 lieutenant pips.
I'll approach him. Name and rank, soldier.
Lieutenant Jeller Nakes, you must be Captain Jacoby from the Hadfield.
Yes, and allow me to introduce my first officer, Commander Vlok.
A pleasure.
Greetings.
We're here on a specific purpose. Why is there an Intrepid class, specifically? Why is there the Anning docked on the station? I thought we were supposed to be maybe the only ones here?
They are simply passing through. They'll be departing in about 12 hours.
On a mission to where exactly?
I'm trying to remember the name of that system.
It's not necessary if you don't remember, Lieutenant. It's okay. I know it's your first day on the job.
It's not his first day on the job.
Relax. I know it's your first day on the job. I was nervous too at my first day on the job.
It's not my first day on the job, sir.
Just, oh my gosh.
Very well, so they're going off on a mission somewhere, and what about the Klingons?
They are, they're here ferrying a Klingon general. He's here checking up on the Klingon population.
Are visitations allowed on the Klingon ship?
You'd have to take that up with them.
No problem. Do you have a terminal nearby?
Yes, I'm sure they can free one up for you, and he motions over to one of the officers to free up a terminal for you. Do try not to aggravate them, though. Things are precarious as it is, after all the riots.
Oh, now I know it's your first day on the job, Lieutenant. You're dismissed.
Why are you just dismissed?
He's in command.
Excuse me, sir? I'm currently the one in command of this station.
Yes, but myself and my first officer wish to speak on the terminal. Will you allow us a bit of privacy?
I can set aside for you a private terminal in one of the diplomatic suites if you want.
No, here will be just fine.
It's like that episode of Third Rock from the Sun where they just log into the store and start firing people.
Give me a presence command difficulty of 2. I'm spending 2 threat to increase the complication range by 1.
Wow. Will any of my focuses work?
Let me see your focuses. Do you have
See,
anything?
I figured Jacoby out. What he does is he walks into the situation and he acts so outlandishly, the GM throws threat at whatever minuscule chick it is just to punish him for being uppity, and then that's less threat to throw at us when it matters.
Why'd you say it out loud?
Don't tell him that, God!
I'm gonna say none of your focuses come into play.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
I
Don't
don't
forget
know.
to Don't forget to
Yeah. Here's 3 momentum, and I'm gonna be rolling 4 dice.
Stupid.
Oh my gosh.
I can reroll that one.
Can you? Do you have?
Actually, no, I don't have cautious. Yeah, I have bold. So yeah, 2 momentum more out.
Okay.
I think you have a value.
No, I'm not gonna use a value on this.
Okay, so you quashed it.
Yep.
And I think you generated a momentum.
Yeah.
And he says, all right, okay. You know, not worth it. Not worth it. He stands up and he motions to a couple of the other officers. He says, let us know when you're done. And they walk out of the room.
Pesky lieutenants. I remember when I was a lieutenant. Do you remember when you were a lieutenant, Commander?
Yes, sir.
Were you as annoying back then as you are now?
This poor lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Never mind. Let's see if we can get the Klingon ship on the horn. Beep, boop, boop, boop.
Okay. Let me see. This will be control engineering difficulty 1, assisted by the outpost's communications engineering.
Commander Vola, give me the Klingon ship on the horn.
On the horn.
God.
In the next Hinton's Landing game, we have to request that they include this character. And like have him include like a complaint paper against Jacoby for his actions.
Oh, this guy is an NPC I think he's a supporting character from the Argus.
So can you roll the station because
yeah.
I don't think I have access to the station.
I'm doing that now.
Do you wanna? I think we generated like 1 momentum. Do you wanna just spend 1 more to quash that comms error? Well, the
it was
complication.
difficulty 1, so yeah, just spend 1 more. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so who are you trying to reach?
Well, Captain, obviously.
Let me see. It's more so I just have to. Okay, yeah, no. I know what this is gonna be. a Klingon appears on the view screen over here. Nix isn't here. Said, "Yes, how can we be of You are not Lieutenant Nix."
That is quite observant of you, Captain. Kapla, before we say anything else, I am Captain Lawrence Jacoby of the USS Hadfield, recently docked on this station. Perhaps you might have seen my ship out there. And I am calling you now with a question. If I may be permitted, of course. It is said that you are harboring a Klingon general on board. I'm merely curious. Who is it?
Give me a Presence Command difficulty of 3 check.
3. Hot diggity dog. Alright, so I'm gonna take this 1 momentum, and I'm gonna give you 2 additional threat.
Increase the complication range by 1.
Yeah, done. Will any of my focuses apply this time?
Diplomacy I'll allow.
Because I asked it moderately nicely. There you go. I'm too good at this shit.
You get 2 momentum.
Yeah, of course we do.
I swear, if it's my fucking dad again, I'm going right out the fucking air.
It's your mother.
No. That would be that would be General Castux Felket, former ambassador to the Federation.
And why are you harboring him? Has he been recalled?
No, this is his personal vessel.
His personal vessel is a Vorcha-class warship.
Yeah, I mean, it's like an admiral in Starfleet. Like, you know, an admiral can have a vessel under their command.
Oh man, and a personal vessel of an admiral will probably be like a yacht or something. You know.
No. I mean, you know, it'd be like an admiral being on the bridge of like a Galaxy class or the like.
Yeah,
All right,
they're
course.
Klingons, of course, and of course, a highly ranking Klingon would own a big, expensive battleship.
Right, Captain. And why? Where are you transporting to, if I may be so bold as to inquire?
He is visiting the Klingon population here on Andon's Landing, especially in the wake of the recent riots.
Right. I was going to ask you about that as well, because me and my crew have been sent here on a mission to see if we can help out this station in any way we can. And these riots, could you tell me anything about them?
Actually, Jacoby, give me a Reason Command difficulty 2 check, just to see
Sure.
if you remember a thing that you would have read in the reports.
Reason Command. No, I don't remember a thing.
Okay. In that case, he will tell you. I am surprised you are not aware, Captain. During the takeover of Andon's Landing, a short time ago, there were a number of riots from the Klingon population. They have long since been brought under control, but there has been, let's just say, tension in the wake of them. The General is here to attempt to quell them.
Right, I see. I hope you understand, me and my ship have just returned from the frontier after a little excursion with unwanted guests, to say the least. I don't suppose you've heard anything about that, have you?
I'm afraid you are going to have to be a bit more specific, Captain.
Perhaps we can talk about it some other time, Captain, but in the meantime, could you tell me why the Klingons were rioting in the first place?
Oh, jeez. I gotta get that from right. Why were the Klingons rioting? Like, I know the outpost was taken by like a Starfleet dude.
Someone threw a chair.
Someone threw a barrel. They are notorious for
some-
fearing them.
Someone told them that their ship should be hauled away as garbage.
As garbage. Look how the captain's letting the lieutenant handle this for him.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. As far as I can tell, it was due to a rumor that was spread among the Klingon ranks that Starfleet was planning a purge of the colony.
What the hell?
That seems a bit silly, though, doesn't it?
Indeed, but you know how rumors can be, Captain.
Once they start up, it's hard to stop them. I'm well aware. Well, that's definitely something that me and my crew should look into while we're here. Thank you, Captain. You've been a very big help. If you would allow, I would send some of my crewmen over to speak to the Admiral, was it?
General. It's a general.
To the General. One of my crewmen, you see.
I am afraid the General's schedule is too full to accommodate you as much as he would like to perform diplomatic service. He is no longer an ambassador.
But do not consider me as his guest, and do not consider this as a diplomatic encounter, but one of his guests would be a member of my crew, a Klingon as well, you see. And I'm hoping to get information from your general about what could be done here. Your general obviously seems like a wise and honorable man, and to prod his information, to not prod his brain from information, would be a wasted opportunity.
Presence command difficulty 4.
Wow, you're really ramping it up now, aren't you? Alright, how much do I have to spend to get 5 dice? You take
Christ,
one.
5?
You take 1 threat, you take 2 momentum, and then you take another 3 threat, so you're taking 4 threat overall.
Fourth, I'm going to spend both of those and increase the complication range by 4.
By 4?
Not by 4, by 2.
Woo! Giggity dog. Alright. Any of my focuses apply?
Diplomacy.
I will not re-roll that one because I made it by a wide margin. A
That's-
margin of 3.
That's 3.
And that was reason command as well. So the first dice would have also been a 2 because my presence is 12.
Oh my god.
So that was a 22022. 4, 6. 8. Yeah, so I succeed the task by 4. We generate 4 momentum. You're captain.
Oh my god.
Don't fuck with me.
I'll see what I can do.
That is all I ask, Captain. It was a pleasure speaking to you. Kapla.
Kapla. And his face vanishes from the screen.
Well, that was an interesting conversation, wouldn't you say, Commander?
I thought Kapla meant hello.
It can also mean goodbye. It's like aloha.
Yeah.
Applause, just general greeting.
Or it's like a general gesture of goodness.
Well, yeah, like aloha. Aloha means hello and goodbye as well.
Like honor to you.
Right, Captain to Lieutenant Tizona and Lieutenant Rugan.
Yes, sir.
There appears to have been a situation with the Klingons aboard this station.
It was actually on the planet's
Planet.
surface.
Yeah.
Oh, with the Klingons on the planet. I was wondering if you could go around on the station and poke around some security logs, see what you can find out about that, because this may be an ongoing problem, and we need to look into it.
What
At
happens
least,
if we get caught?
well, you have clearance. I am hereby, in the name of the Federation, authorizing you clearance, and if not, I will clear it up with the lieutenant who's currently in charge. Don't worry, he's reasonable.
I thought you just dismissed him.
Well, you weren't there for that.
Oh, he's more than reasonable. Don't worry.
Yes, sir.
All right, Captain Jacoby out, and the captain to Dr. Maselli.
Yes, Captain?
You're visiting your old post on the Anning, correct?
Yes, sir.
Well, try and poke around a bit while you're on the ship. They may know more information about the station than we do. Inform them very kindly that we just returned from the frontier and that we have been handed this hot pile of mess to clean up. So maybe they'll help out.
Understood, sir.
Good. And report back to me when you are away, when you're back on the station.
Yes, sir. Maselli out.
Right, Commander. Let's go have a drink. I need one.
And I think that'll be
Should
good.
we send in the lieutenant, sir?
Yes. Lieutenant Nakes.
Yes, Captain. Are you done?
You have the bridge, Lieutenant. Enjoy.
Thank you, Captain. And he retakes his seat.
Let's go, Commander, I say as I twirl my cloak mysteriously and vanish from...
You just gotta give him a shrug and just walk
Oh
off.
my gosh! Jacoby, what are you?
I am the villain, the mastermind.
He's a pirate. We're a pirate ship. Did you not realize that?
He needs a new value, like ridiculous flair for the dramatic.
Well, Starfleet uniforms don't have a cape, but you get the point.
I thought,
I will twirl my non-existent cape.
and I thought Grennan was extra.
Oh, I'm
Greenwich
extra,
just
but
sad.
I'm extra, but in a non-creepy way. Grennan's just extra but creepy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Roasted.
don't be throwing that shade. Come on.
I'm just stating the facts, man.
That's some serious shade, boy.
Oh, boy.
Dropping truth bombs all over this place.
Any more shade, it'll be night. Come on, stop.
Any more shade?
dear.
Right. Okay, let's continue.
Okay, so we are gonna go to another scene. So, guys, drop a.
By the
drop-
way, Verloc, we're capped out. Just
Drop
saying,
D.
you know.
No, you spent 2 momentum to do your 5 roll.
Oh, and then we generated 4. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys drop a momentum.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Okay, then let me see. Who do we want to go to next?
Maybe the doc here. Check out her old dick.
Sure.
So who are we going with?
The Anning and the doc.
Okay. Do I have a thing for this? I might actually have a thing for this that I can sort of use. Will this do? Is there nothing on it? Great. I will just quickly disable the grid. Where are y'all? Where's your? Oh, there's your thing. Hang on. Shoot. No. I want. Man, I hate Roll20's things sometimes. Like the way you switch between sheets.
Yep.
Then I will quickly turn off the grid. And just throw. I know the image around because I used it for a thing once. There it is.
Excuse me.
There we go. As we join up with Dr. Misselli, let me. As you beam into the transporter room of the Anning, or actually, that's actually the because that's the Voyager one.
All right. It's good to be back. Is it the same captain as when I was there?
Yes, it would be.
All right.
I'm
Hi.
desperately trying to remember who it was.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever gave them a name.
I feel like we did in the episode that we introduced you in. If someone wants to go check that episode, I'd greatly appreciate it.
That was like a year back.
Yeah, I know it was a long time ago. Hang on, let me pull up the Hadfield logs and anyhow. So, is there anywhere specific that you are looking for?
My immediate thought was Jacoby told me to investigate, but my immediate thought when coming here was to just ask about what they're doing here and stuff like that. And I don't know, just check in and say hi, I guess. I don't know if you have to actually do anything.
No,
but,
I do have stuff in mind here. I just have to pull
Okay.
I just have to find I just gotta find the right place for it. It's Fifth Path, Academic Dishonor, Speed of Blight. It was after that. I think it might have been Echoes. I think it might have been Echoes was the episode. Channel. Let me just quickly. So yeah, if someone could quickly check through this episode while I'm
I'll do it.
stalling for time.
All right. And then you can cut over to Vugan and I'll check for it.
Yeah. As actually, I know what I can do. I know exactly what I can do. To stall. Or at least to keep things moving till the next scene. Let me bring your character sheet in. Doctor. You're walking down the hallway toward the, heading off toward the bridge when... Here it is. You see a familiar face. Round one of the corners.
Oh, it's Jitzel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'll say hi. Hey, Jitzel. Nice to see you again.
Dr. Misselli?
Yeah. The Hadfields just docked in.
Oh, how serendipitous. I was just about to go up to the captain. Think it actually might be a good idea for you to come along for this.
Yeah. Sorry, I am trying to scroll through the list of episodes and talk at the same time.
I linked it in the Hadfield chat.
Oh,
Or general. I'm sorry. Whoops.
well, I don't think it matters. Um,
Anyhow, I assume you know the way.
mhm. Um, yeah, I think it's just for the best if you just go over to Rugan and Tev while I look through the video.
Yep. So what is the what are you two up to?
Well, we were likely doing as told and making our way over to the.
I'm sorry, what?
So I assume you're heading over to security then?
Yeah, okay.
Nice. Okay. So what are you two looking into?
What were we looking into? We needed logs about the Intrepid ship.
No. You guys are checking out the Klingons.
Oh, the Klingons.
And,
Okay.
Oh, and the riot, right?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. This will be Reason Security, assisted by the station's computer's security, and I'll allow an assist. The difficulty of this will be 2. Essentially, to create the advantage of you guys knowing the details of what happened.
Who's rolling?
Whoever wants to roll.
Yeah.
Just
Can I use the focus of cybernetics to hook up to the ship's computer, the station's computer?
Yes, you absolutely can. Well, not focus, but you can use your talent to hook up to the station's computer, so it'll get to re-roll.
Okay. Reason security.
Yep. Oof.
Yeah, I want to re-roll that one.
And Rugan, you can assist with the reason security as well. So
Shall live.
give it
wait,
a try.
how did you re-roll that? I think your cybernetic only applies to the ship's die.
Oh, okay. You said the talent
So
would let me re-roll.
yeah, no. It's
Ah,
just,
so throw that dice away then.
ooh. Okay, so you only got. Oh, but Rugan got you the other success. So
Okay.
but you still have a complication to resolve.
no, we don't. We'll spend 2.
Momentum, perhaps.
Okay. As you look through the reports, again, it really does look like, for the more or less, the rumors spread through the Klingon sections of the colony that that Starfleet was planning some kind of purge. As far as you could tell, those rumors were entirely unfounded, but it caused massive chaos. Eventually, the crew of the USS Artemis was able to get everything under control, and it has remained that way for, I think it's been about a month since, at least a month since all that happened.
Interesting.
But the most interesting aspect of all of this, though, is they activated the Imperial Guard.
For the
Now,
rat.
why would
Wow.
they do that?
Okay.
Which is, well, essentially that's it. The Imperial Guard is like, it's the local militia.
Oh, I thought it
Oh,
was.
so
like
it's
special forces.
it's not like the Warhammer 40k Imperial Guard, right?
No.
Okay, that's. a lot
They brought
different.
in the National Guard. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's, remember, this is an Andorian colony.
Oh,
Yeah, no, you would remember this, Tev. You lived here for about a year.
Just. Okay. All right, let's see here. We got hold on, interfacing now. Wow. Okay. So the long So long story short, the riots were caused because of a rumor that we were going to purge the colony. Completely unfounded, I might add.
Yeah,
Um,
specifically purge the colony of Klingons.
Yeah, purge colony of Klingons, I should say. Looks like all hell broke loose. The crew of the Artemis was here at the time, and they managed to calm things down. But it seems that the Imperial Guard was actually brought in to help calm things down, which is honestly astounding because this is not something I would have seen happen when I lived here.
And furthermore, there is the addendum on the report that tensions are still high.
Unfortunately, Ragan, it looks like the Klingons are still pissed off at us.
And they're normally such a well-rounded, forgiving people.
Says the Klingon.
Indeed, says the
biased,
Klingon. Indeed, it must just be that irrational hatred of Klingons I've never been able to shake.
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Oh man.
And then Tizorin just starts calling him Lieutenant Ruckus.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Why have you done this?
So is there anything else that you two want to do?
Go bug some.
Nothing that we were
playgrounds.
assigned to do. I'm gonna delve more into the what happened with the Imperial Guard. Like, were there any casualties, or was it just property damage?
I believe there. I believe there were. Yeah. He's sending me a message about that to tell me, because again, this is one of those. It happened in the Artemis episode, so I don't have an.
Gotcha.
I don't have an encyclopedia. Okay. Yeah. There were casualties and widespread property damage all around. It took them weeks to fix it all. And
That's not good.
in fact, I'd even be willing to wager that there are probably still places that are still sort of recovering. Most of it's been taken care of, mind you, but it was not a pretty riot.
Well, there's one thing I'll say, Ragan. If there was anybody to deal with rioting Klingons, it should have been the Andorians, and it was. So.
Oh, okay, wow. Starfleet security was actually wiped out during the fighting.
What the hell?
Ooh.
Like, the Klingons cleaned the floor with them.
So, Starfleet security got nuked, and then the Imperial Guard came in?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, actually, specifically, remember how you guys... Actually, no, this makes sense that you, especially now, you're putting the pieces together in your head. Remember how you guys were bringing in a bunch of... you were bringing in a bunch of officers to fill in at Andens?
Yep.
Back during the crossover? That was why they needed new officers to fill in the security ranks.
To fill in the casualty.
Wow. Oh my gosh, Ragan. All right, so I'm going through these files, and it seems the Klingon rioters actually completely destroyed Starfleet security, and that's why the Imperial Guard had to be called in, which is pretty damn impressive. You should be proud of your people's combat prowess. But unfortunately, it does seem that there were multiple casualties, and wow. I don't know if this colony uses money or not, but that's going to be expensive.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure this colony. Well, if not the Federation parts of it, there are definitely plenty of independent parts of this colony that partake in trade.
Gotcha.
Like, there is definitely a trading element to this colony.
I want to roll and see if my childhood home down to riots.
Oh, you want to see if the place where you lived is still down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Give me, I'll say reason command difficulty of 1, assisted by the station's computers command, no assist. Oh my god. So you generate 2 momentum off of
Oh
that,
my god.
because the station is just on it.
Actually,
momentum, guys.
rolled twice there.
Well, I did because his antenna lets him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
his antenna lets him re-roll the thing's dice.
Wonderful.
So so yes, yeah, it's still there. The building is definitely still there. Because all this rioting, I think, mainly happened within, like, the Klingon sectors.
Oh, that's good to know. I'm done over here.
As far as I recall. Yeah. Oh, one more thing. I forgot. Yes, okay. There's a Klingon observer here. He's the Klingon who, like, observes the Klingon affairs. Observer Devil. And according to him, it was a lone Klingon that incited the riot. They were unable to find him after the fact. Huh?
But of course.
Sorry, allergies.
Okay. That's good to know. Should we move on?
Might be a good time to move over to the doctor. Back on the Anning.
Cool.
As doctor, you and Jed Zaumel, you walk into the captain's ready room. Captain Kodar Lamin. I will put that in. I will send that to you, Doc.
Yeah, Miss Sully smiles and extends her hand. Nice to see you again, Captain. And
it's good to see you too, Doctor. It's good to see that you're moving up in the universe in more ways than one.
yeah, I was fresh out of the academy when I was here, and now I'm a chief medical officer and a lieutenant.
He gives a smile and he sits down.
What was I going to say?
So, what do we owe the pleasure? I understand that Hadfield is in port.
Well, sorry, what did Jacoby want me to do?
I just check in on the
Ask around.
yeah
Figure out
how things have been going since the riots, type of deal.
Right, okay. Well, as you know, things on the colony have not been great these past few weeks. And we came to check in. My captain just wanted your take on the situation to just see if you had any new information or opinions on the matter, or any advice on how to stabilize and improve things here.
I see. Well, it's hard to say, as we aren't going to be sticking around Andens for long. We only got in yesterday, and we should be departing shortly. This was just sort of a stop en route to our real destination.
Oh, where are you going?
And that comes to, I'd say, the crux of why you're here. The Anning has been assigned to look into the ruins on Kamutsa, which, Doctor, you would remember this. Like, I'm not even gonna make you roll for this. Kamutsa is the system and planet where you got zapped.
Oh, the trippy experience happened.
Yep.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, the cellular frowns and looks a little like the color drains from her skin a bit. Well, I would be very interested to learn whatever you find there.
Well,
I assume you read my report on what happens there.
Yes, quite. Jedzao Mel here has looked it over quite thoroughly. But we were wondering if there was anything that you could tell us.
I didn't leave anything out of that report, sir. But all I can say is after the experience, I feel like something's changed. I don't know how to explain it. I feel different somehow.
And Mel nods. He says, "All right." In experiences like these, emotions are just as viable pieces of information as anything else.
Perhaps, but in my mind, there's no such thing as the unknown, only the temporarily hidden. I don't think there's anything truly supernatural here. I think it can all be explained rationally.
Right. And that's why we are heading out there. You do remember, the Anning is first and foremost a scientific research vessel.
Oh, you don't have to remind me, sir. I've had more than my fair share of archaeological expeditions for the rest of my life. Well, it was good seeing you. I will keep in touch. Keep me informed of anything you discover. But I'll want to report back to my captain.
Understood. If there's anything you want here, if there's anything you need here on the Anning, my crew is at your disposal for the next 12 hours. Then we have to be on our way.
Understood, sir. I'll see you later.
Be well, Doctor.
You as well, sir.
And he gives you that big, goofy, Bolian smile that you've seen him give 1,000,000 times, and it never gets any less goofy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cute.
And Mel leads you from the ready room.
All right. Cool.
Well, Doctor, this is going to be something. I'm not completely sure yet, but I have some hunches about what we may find there. And if my hunches are correct, we may blow the lid off of something big. There are some points that there are some dots that I haven't connected yet.
Perhaps, but Yeah, part of me almost wishes this to be a small thing. I'm concerned though what my role is in this, if this is going to be part of some wider event. Um, 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 I'm sorry, I just completely lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
We don't know. We don't know if this is going to be the part of something bigger or if this is just an isolated event. But in some regards, if this is part of some larger puzzle, I think I might be well on my way to solving it.
Well, I sure would like to get to the end, and see the solution. I wouldn't call patience one of my virtues.
I find that as a common trait shared amongst medical professionals.
I guess. I guess. Comes from a desire to see everyone well all the time immediately. I guess I don't know how you can put up with it, dealing with the same problem for days on end forever. But I wish you the best of luck in solving it, and I'll be keeping a close eye on your progress.
We'll keep you in the loop, and and at speed of turbo lift, the doors open to the transporter room as you walk in, and the transporter chief turns to you and he says, "Where'd you like to go, Doctor?"
Beam me back to the station, please. The captain will probably be in the bar if I know him.
Bitch, what you throwing shit about, Gren? I will fuck you up, I swear
Hey,
to
she's
God.
not wrong here.
No, but why is
wrong.
Gren noofing me? I swear to God, I will throw far more shit on you.
The transported chief asked me where to go, and I said he's probably in the bar if I know him.
Yep.
I am well aware of that. And you are allowed to say that because you have a medical opinion. But Grennan does not.
Oh my God. Said,
Yeah.
all right, ready? On your word, Doctor.
Energize.
As you are now back on Andon's, and I'm gonna pull us back over to Outpost Andon Ops, and I assume you're all going to meet back up again.
Yep.
Yes.
Because you all actually sort of accomplished what you all set out to do.
Yeah, we'll meet at the bar.
Minor miracle.
Shh, quiet. The mess already happened weeks ago. We're just here after the chaos.
So I think Station Bazaar and Market Deck is actually where
Sounds good. Yeah.
the bars would be. As you sit in the way I liken it to is you sit in one of the recycled sets from the Artemis.
Yep.
Right, so crew, what have you found out? Lieutenant Tizona, Lieutenant Regan, would you care to inform me first?
So what we found out, sir, was I'm sure you know that there are rumors about purging the colony of Klingons, which completely unfounded, but were absolutely terrifying. The Klingons revolted, and during the riots, they managed to completely wipe out Starfleet security, and as a result, the Andorian Imperial Guard was called in. lots of property damage, several casualties, and in the end, the colony managed to be put back under control again, but it was messy.
I see.
Indeed. It would seem if you want to, if you would like rioting done properly, it seems you only need contact Kling.
Exactly.
Well, that does appear to be true. I think I know why they may have called in the Imperial Guard, because, well, it's hard to stop a bunch of Klingons with nothing but hand phasers. What about you, Doctor? What have you found out from the Anning?
Not much, sir. They are, they've only been here, for a few hours, and they're departing within 12 hours. However, they are, investigating the site of, the planet where I had, a very, what appears at the time to be supernatural, but I have to assume has a reasonable explanation, event. So, hopefully we get some interesting results out of that.
Right. So they're examining the site where you had your out-of-body experience, shall we say?
Yes.
I see. And nothing concrete about the station?
No, sir, I'm afraid not.
All right. Well, and so far the only lead we've got is the Klingon ship and these riots. However, there could be other underlying problems that we may be ignoring. Lieutenant Regan, I have possibly set up, a meeting with the Klingon general on his ship. You and him, and I'm giving you a chance to poke around his brain a bit. I'm assuming he will be more welcoming or more receptive to another Klingon than he will to me, because, well, the captain was hardly receptive. I had to squeeze every bit of information out of him. So,
Aye, sir.
walk over, contact the ship, see if you can set up the meeting. The groundwork should already be laid in. It's just up to you to walk it.
Indeed, sir. I shall endeavor to do my best.
As for the
Good
rest of
concept
you,
education.
As for the rest of you, the three of you, I want you to go around the station. Like I said, there may be something plain in the air that we're ignoring that's completely unrelated to the Klingon problem. Poke around, ask shop owners, ask ensigns, anyone you can possibly lay your hands on. Tell them that we're here to help. Tell them that Starfleet is here to help and that they have our full support. And
Sir,
see if you
may
can
I
find
suggest
another
some of us
problem
go-
that's not a Klingon.
may I suggest some of us possibly beam down to the planet?
Lieutenant Zonin, do you feel like, and Doctor, do you maybe feel like talking to a bunch of formerly angry Klingons?
That seems intimidating, sir.
Sure thing. I'll endeavor to do my best, sir.
Good. Doctor, go and take Lieutenant Zonin down there. Commander Volok, you do the thing around the station that I told you about. Once you're done, if you have found nothing concrete, please join the Doctor and Lieutenant Zonin on the surface and assume command of the mission. Lieutenant Regan, the same goes for you. Once you're done with the Klingon captain, inform me of what happened and head down to the planet. I'll remain up here, keeping overwatch on the situation. If you need me, you can either reach me in the CIC or via the communicator. Both should work. And yeah, let's hope for the best.
So who's gonna go where?
Volok is going around to the station.
Yep.
Vugan is going to meet the general, and myself and Tev are going to the planet.
Okay. So who do we want to start with first?
Let's start with Vugan.
Okay. Rugan, how are you gonna go about getting in touch with the Klingons?
Rugan is probably not going to walk over and just knock. That probably won't end the best. What he is going to do is he is going to find a proper communications terminal that he doesn't need to boot everyone out the bridge to use. And he's going to attempt to use it that way.
I'm gonna say you go can find a place in the diplomatic suites areas, because there are private
Alright,
booths.
sounds good.
There are private booths that you can use for such things.
Diplomatic suites.
So who are you gonna try and reach?
Well, that's a good question. Now, let's see. He spoke directly with the Jacob. He spoke with the captain before. So what that means is probably somebody just talking about that. I'll be perfectly honest. I don't have any other phone numbers. I'm not sure who I'm calling.
I'll just call the captain then, I'd say.
That would probably work as the one person you've actually spoken with.
Okay. I need you to give me a control engineering, control engineering, difficulty 2, assisted by the station's communications engineering. Station
Who's rolling?
does not help.
Oh.
And I will say this can be a succeed at cost.
Appreciated. Rugan doesn't accidentally stuff the phone down his ear.
I'm gonna take 2 threat. I'm gonna hold on to that. As on the screen appears, that Klingon captain. You never saw him, but you recognize the garments of a Klingon commander. Klingon commander.
Rugan will say, "Greetings, Captain. On behalf of the USS Hadfield, I am calling to arrange a proper time for a meeting, as per your earlier discussions."
I see. You are the Klingon that Captain Jacoby mentioned.
Indeed.
Now, I must again warn you, the General has very little time to talk to Starfleet personnel. The meeting will have to be very limited.
Understood. We are well aware of the pressures that someone in such a position would undoubtedly face. We shall endeavor to keep it as swift and painless as possible.
Very good. I'm glad you have such a clear understanding of things.
I'm sorry you broke up there. I didn't hear anything.
I'm glad that you have such a clear understanding of things.
Indeed, if we are to work together, it is best to keep to the letter of our agreements as best we can.
The General will be willing to meet with you and your captain in half an hour's time.
Aye, sir. We will be standing by prepared.
Very
No, the captain will not be there. It's only Rugan.
Oh, jeez.
Gosh.
I told you he was going to move.
Because
You're
like I
going
said,
now.
well, like I said, Gordon, I don't think I wanted Rugan to do this solo because I think the general would be more receptive to Klingons than he would to me and my cape twirling.
However, at the same time, he might see it as an insult if you just send your subordinate to meet with him, especially because he's going out of your way to meet him. Sending the highest ranked officer definitely sends the right message, I believe.
Oh, Christ.
So very well. Is there anything else that you or your captain need?
I mean, you can both go.
Yeah, we'll both go.
Is there anything else you need immediately, Captain?
No.
And this will do. Excellent. No, there's nothing else you require for now. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Of course. Bemothelth out. And the communication cuts.
Well, that was uncomfortably easy. All right, yeah, well, Urugan will indeed report his success to the captain.
And the captain will sigh because he has to attend another meeting. All right.
Indeed, Captain.
We will attend it together, but we'll see where we can go.
I believe that we can, in fact, manage this with minimal pain.
Yes, however, this is why I wanted to send you alone. I hoped the general would react better to Klingons than he would humans.
While I do understand that, Captain, sending one of your subordinates to meet with the general as opposed to going yourself, it might not send the correct message. It may look as though you were beneath he was beneath your time in some fashion. It is indeed best that we keep you here for it.
I think I must have skipped out that class in diplomatic school.
Well, Captain, put it this way. Let's say the Klingon captain sent word that he wished to meet with you, and then upon arrival, you realize that he did not in fact come himself. He sent a junior ensign to meet with you.
You have made your point loud and clear, Lieutenant. We will both go. Let me get another cup of blood wine in, and I'll be ready to go.
Indeed, sir. Proper fortification.
All right. In the meantime, who wants to go next?
Suppose I can.
Okay. What are you up to, Valak?
I will be, I suppose, checking around the station here. Since we're already there, how about like the markets and such?
Okay.
Get people's opinion.
On what specifically? What kind of info are you trying to gather?
I basically want a non-Starfleet, non-Klingon opinion of the riots and how things are now, given what has happened.
Okay. I actually have an interesting idea for this. We are gonna do an extended task.
Oh no.
This is going to be Insight Command. Hang on, let me write this up. Insight Command. Difficulty 2. Work track 10. Magnitude 3. No resistance or anything. I'm not that mean. And by the by, we are in a new scene now.
Well, feel free to burn that momentum if you feel like it.
I was gonna say I'm gonna take one of those as well.
I was gonna say, Valak, Insight Command is not your best stat, is it?
Not the worst, but not the best either.
Hey, rolled a
Oh, wow.
nat one. You get your momentum back. Roll 5 challenge dice. Oof.
Wow.
You want,
Okay.
you want to spend your last momentum and
I was gonna say, well, I haven't put the one back yet, so I'll just spend the one I got back.
roll 3. That's 5. That's a breakthrough.
Hey.
Again, you're putting your ear to the ground. You can at least tell that the Klingons are happy that the general is here.
Okay.
He is a figure that is well respected among the Klingons down on Andon's Landing, and his presence is certainly a calming factor in these tense times. The Starfleet
Okay.
personnel aren't as jazzed. The Andorians especially aren't as jazzed because they see it as possibly stirring up a bit of trouble. But as long as things are kept under control and the Klingons don't act out, sure, their general can come in and visit. It's fine.
Okay.
So we'll get back to you in a bit.
Gotcha.
Now we want to go with Maselli and Tazonin
Sure.
as they beam down to the planet. Actually, is this a better? No, that's not a better thing. That gives me nothing to work off of.
Sad.
So I'm gonna just. You okay there?
She did.
He's dead, Jim.
Illustrating the dog again.
As there are you gonna?
I'm okay.
It says residential district and trade district. I assume you're going to the Klingon area.
Yeah, I think that's the plan to see what's up with them.
So do you want to go to the Klingon residential district or the Klingon trade district?
Oh, remind me what we're doing again.
The captain wanted us to check in on the Klingon. I assume the Klingon trade district.
Wait, what are we checking them for?
Because they just had a big riot. And he wants us to like see what they're up to, and make sure like they're not gonna riot again and stuff. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Maybe figure out, why the riot was truly happening. Was there some underlying stuff, or was this, truly a spur of the moment thing?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Okay. In that case, I might give you a similar extended task. If you're just doing the information gathering bit again.
Sure.
I might even just give you the same extended task, because you're essentially doing what Valak is doing, just on the planet with the people on the planet. So, Insight Command, difficulty 2, work track 10, magnitude 3, Insight Command, and one of you can assist the other.
What is your insight command?
Insight command. Let's see. That's a total of 13.
So is mine. With a focus in research apply here.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, xenoanthropology.
Oh, that's a stretch.
Okay. Ted, do you have any focuses that apply here?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Well, xenoanthropology is the direct study of other cultures, isn't it? Other alien ones.
Doctor, I'll give it to you at increased complication range.
Okay, so I guess I'll take the lead and then do that, and then Tev, you can assist. if my mouse would work. Where is my mouse? It's
Mouse is
broken.
dead.
Give me 1 sec.
It's dead, Jim.
Insight command, right?
Yep.
2. What is the difficulty? 3?
It's difficulty 2.
Okay. Okay, it's not working.
Hey, let's see if Tizonin gets you any momentum.
Same roll.
Yeah, just
1 die.
just as an assist. I'll take that first one, but that's 2 successes.
So that is 1 momentum.
You gain 2 momentum actually.
Oh,
Because
right.
the first die that Tizonin rolled was a crit.
We have so much momentum.
So roll 5 challenge dice.
Okay.
Oh, see, that even more so reason why it's good that you did that, because you have the higher command value.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
So you get to roll more dice. If you want to spend a momentum, you will get 5 work done and get a breakthrough.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Okay. You, again, very much in the same vein as Valak, discover that the Klingons are very excited that the general is around and that he's been making sort of these public appearances. No one has seen him yet, though.
Okay.
And that's what you found out on that first roll. In the meantime, we are gonna hop up to Rugan and the captain. As do I have it? Yes, I do. Let me pull your tokens in here.
Ding dong.
I'm gotta do. And we're gone. As come on. You are transported into a dimly lit Klingon transporter room. A rather grumpy-looking Klingon behind the controls.
Hello there.
Two KDF officers are are standing about.
Hello there.
They appear to be have been waiting for you. Captain Jacoby?
Yes, that is me, and this is my science officer, Lieutenant Rathdog Rugan.
Second, gonna spend a threat.
Did you say Lieutenant Rapdog Rugan?
That's kind of my name, yeah.
Okay. We shall carry on then. Okay. The two of them look at each other, then they look back at the two of you, and they nod. And it says, "Follow us."
Very well.
And they lead you through the cramped corridors of this Klingon battle cruiser until you get up to the bridge, and there you see the captain from earlier. Hang on, I just had it. I just had him. And he appears to be talking with a elderly Klingon who is missing an eye.
Myself and the lieutenant will approach them. Gentlemen, how do you do?
You must be the captain that wanted to speak with me so badly.
Well, yes, that is me, Captain Lawrence Jacoby of the USS Hadfield, representing the United Federations of Planets, Federation of Planets.
Ah, and what can I do for you? I must warn you, I am on a very tight schedule.
Of course, may we speak in your quarters for the time being, or do you want us to be done out here?
Anything that I am at liberty to discuss with you can be discussed here freely among fellow warriors.
I understand. Well, me and my crew have been sent here, among other things, to solve any problems this colony and this station might have. We are here to offer them the Federation support. And we have heard that there were some problems with Klingon riots. My crew has found out that it has escalated to such a scale that the Imperial Guard had to be called in. I don't suppose you have any additional information which could help us out.
That matter is well under control. Things are tense now, for sure. However, however, tempers will cool.
Well, all due respect, General, but we are here to detense the situation. And
Indeed. If I may, sir, says Regan, as it stands, our job is to do our best to understand exactly where the tensions arose and do our best to diffuse them as is possible. While it is certain that over time tempers shall cool, we would absolutely sure that they do so in as quick a manner as possible. If our people are to if the peoples of the Federation and the Klingons are to be able to live in harmony, this cannot become a symbol of what will go wrong. This must become a symbol of how we can overcome.
The general looks at you up and down with this quizzical look in his eyes, and he says, "A very strange manner of speaking for a Klingon."
Indeed, I have been told many times that I am strange for a Klingon. However, that may be why we can work together, because we can adopt each other's cultures.
"You are a strange one, Mr." And he motions to you as if grasping for a name.
Rugan, sir. Lieutenant Rugan.
he didn't see what happened. He just spent the threat and rolled some shit.
Yeah, see, we've got, we've got to come up with a brand new name here. I'm Lieutenant Slappy, and whenever we're running into Klingons. Here, it just causes too much fucking.
Yeah, Slappy, yeah. Oh, no.
Says,
Don't worry, Slap, I got you.
"Ah, I see. Rugan."
Is there a problem, General?
Indeed, sir.
There is a problem?
No, sorry, that was the Rugan agreeing with the general.
Right. Is there a problem, General?
"No, none at all."
Well then, perhaps you could tell me something. Considering everything that my lieutenant said, I think it's a noble goal that we're working towards. I think you'll agree as well, that we do not want any further deaths on both sides.
Well, in that case, I think I might have something that the two of you can look into.
Go ahead, we're all ears.
There is a there is a small location that my information tells me that my informants have told me may be a nexus for some of the dissent
On the station or on the colony?
on the colony.
Do tell me about it.
I'll see to it. I'll see to it that the captain gives you the proper information.
I'll turn over to the captain. Captain, we have some crew on the ground currently on the colony. You have my permission to tap directly into their communication badges and relay the information to their personal information centers or tablets, whatever you want. It will save us a lot more time.
And the general looks to you and says, the two of you and says, I do think this is a matter that might benefit from you both looking into it.
How so?
Recall that the tensions are related to Klingon versus Starfleet sensibilities.
Indeed, my presence may help to diffuse matters as such. Indeed, I am a figure that both may see that they can approach.
Well, that is fine. And we have Starfleet boots on the ground. I have scheduled the lieutenant here to go on the ground as well once we are finished here. And it seems you have just given me enough cause to send him away. So, unless there's anything else you'd like to tell us, General.
That will be all. Now, if you will excuse me, I have pressing business to attend to.
Oh, one last thing, General. How long do you plan on staying here?
Oh, I will be here for another 2 days or so, then I shall depart.
That perhaps would be wise. Not to cause any offense, but a figure as large as you causes a bit of a stir. You understand, I'm sure.
Give me a presence. Give me presence command. Actually, presence command opposed.
All right. You're gonna take a threat, and I'll give you these two momentum as well.
What's this guy got?
I'll re-roll that one.
Okay.
Here, I got 4.
Okay. How much threat did you give me?
1.
Okay, 1. I'm going to spend that and 2 more to give him 2 extra dice. However, he has a special thing that says whenever we're in a social conflict, I can re-roll his dice pool.
His entire dice pool?
Yep,
Oh, wowee.
that's better. Not enough.
Not good enough.
Not good enough, but you generate less momentum. You only generate 1 momentum this time instead of...
Okay, so Valak only dropped 1 instead of both.
I think, because this was his insight command. Yeah, that was just enough. Just enough to get 3 successes. You have a complication on him. I won't.
I have a complication on him.
Yeah, like he now has a complication. I won't say exactly how it works, but there is a complication that might come up later.
Okay. Thank you, General, for your time. We will depart now. Nice ship, by the way. Real big.
And without another word, he leaves.
Not very talkative, is he, Lieutenant?
I believe he has many words to say today, sir, and he has spent all of them here that he shall.
Thank you, Captain, for allowing this to happen. I owe you a debt. Next time you're on the station, I'll buy you a pitcher of blood wine. On me.
The captain walks over to you with a small data stick, and he says, "The location of the venue in question is on here. However, I would suggest keeping this matter between very close to your chest. After all, should this information get out, all of the work that Klingon intelligence has done to gather it may have gone to waste.
Of course. I keep important things like this always close to my chest. Kind of like the Borg. And I'll give him a wink and I'll walk out.
Alrighty. And I assume
Well,
I assume you go back down to the transporter room.
To the transporter room.
Where-
Give me back. Well, actually, yeah. Rugan, take this data stick. You're going down.
Aye, sir.
Commander Vlock should be down there. Brief him on the situation. He's in command, and well, try not to get into any gunfights.
Valak's not down on
I
the
shall
planet.
do my best, sir.
Vlock will be down there soon. I gave him an order as soon as he's done on the station to go down.
yeah, the station's pretty big, and it's just me.
Okay.
Right. Well, Rugan, while you're down there, the doctor should technically be in command as chief medical officer. However, you have the location of the data, well, of the insurgent cell. Don't get into any shooting.
Aye, sir. I shall endeavor to keep my nose clean.
If you wish to consult me about anything, you can reach me in CIC or on the bridge.
Aye, sir.
Good. Godspeed.
Oregon will head off to do as command.
And I'm simply heading off.
Okay.
Going
to
back to the
station.
bar.
No.
So we will pick back up with Valak on the station.
Okay.
Valak, give me the follow-up roll for.
I'm gonna use their momentum again.
It's only difficulty 1 this time because you have you got a thing. You generate
Huzzah.
two momentum. Roll your 5 challenge dice. All you need is
Love.
I was gonna damn it.
A bit of that as well, yeah.
I was gonna say it. So roll your challenge dice. Oof. You wanna?
Wow. Okay. Spending the one.
That's 5. That completes.
Haha.
That completes the check. You essentially get the impression that while everyone is excited that the general is here, they are a little confused as to why he would choose to come out here, because he's got bigger things on his plate. This guy is a pretty big deal. He's hang on. He is where is it? Where does it say it? Come on, I just had it. Here it is. He is pretty much the head honcho of what is known as the Bemoth Restoration Project. I don't know if any of you guys remember what Bemoth is.
Sounds familiar.
Bemoth is a colony within the Klingon Empire that was subjected to a terrorist attack when the starbase orbiting it was deorbited and crashed into a highly populated civilian center. Millions died.
Oh wow.
And the reason that it's such a big deal, part of the reason it's such a big deal is because implicated in the disaster is one Captain Harmon Grennan of the USS Kismet. He is currently the Klingon Empire has been petitioning for his extradition to the Empire to face trial for a while. And that's like,
Yep. But
and I'm giving you that because that's common knowledge. Because that's a big
oh
deal.
yeah, just a little.
So this general
See,
is in charge.
this is why Hadfield gets away with what they can.
Yeah. So this general is in charge of that restoration. So while it's great that he's out here, it's kind of weird because, you know, he has much bigger fish to fry than looking into this small little insurgency on a Federation colony world that by all accounts has been settled.
All right. I will take this information and then head back down to the planets.
I assume you meet up with
the rest of
Rugan.
them.
So you meet up with Rugan.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we are gonna hop over to the colony as you guys, basically, you're gonna do the same thing. See what you can gather on your end.
Right. We're still on the extended task, right?
Yep.
All right.
Alrighty then.
Let's play a game of telephone and see what we get.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's not good. Tev, you have to roll one die to assist.
He can't.
He can't. You rolled 0.
Ah.
And
Oh, well.
I am even gonna spend 2 threat here to create a complication and say that's where that ends.
That's fair.
Okay. Did you guys push a Klingon wrong or something? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, Klingons are always a little fussy when talking to Starfleet, especially when, you know, tensions are high.
Yeah, the fitness 7 security 1 character didn't leave a strong enough impression to make them want to talk.
Mm-hmm. So then, as Rugan and Valak essentially beam in right behind you, because I presume the orders you gave to the transporter chief was to transport us to their location.
Sounds about right.
Oh, hello, Lieutenant and Commander. What have you two discovered?
Find it quite interesting. Seems the Klingons are appeased that the general is here to monitor the situation, but also confused. He is a man of import, you could say.
Yes,
Yes,
this seems a bit below his pay grade, no?
Yes. And you, Rugan, what did you learn from the general?
As it seems, I believe there may be something going on here that we have not yet quite scratched the surface of, though it may be only a suspicion. It seems that things are simply too coincidental, if you would.
How so?
Rugan,
you there, buddy?
Yes, did people not hear me?
You're not saying how, yeah, how so?
Sorry, didn't hear that bit. As it was, it is very strange that such a such an influential figure should show up here at such a time. At the same time, this entire situation was allegedly started by, again, the official explanation as of yet is that a single person so far started this entire thing, which I find at least somewhat suspicious, to say the very least. A riot such as this does not often spring from the actions of a single person.
Perhaps we need to find more information about this person.
That would
Perhaps
make
even
sense.
talk to them.
Indeed.
Do we have a clear next step in mind?
I suggest we see if we can find out who started this exactly, and ask them how it began.
Not a bad idea.
So, what are you guys gonna do?
So yeah, we're gonna see if we can talk to the person that supposedly started this riot.
No one knows who it is. Like
Oh, no one does?
that was a whole thing in the security reports. No one knows who it was, and just he whoever this was just vanished.
Gotcha. Well, if they vanished, as the report says, tracking them down now, so long after, will be quite difficult.
Especially without Chief Juesa.
Indeed. Tizona and Rugan, did you find anything else that might be able to lead us toward this supposed person, or perhaps something else of import?
I'm unsure as if we found anything that would. Yes, we did receive a bit of information in regards to from the Klingon general, as it were. And Regan will show them that data stick.
What is on the data stick?
It would appear that on the data stick, you plug it into your tricorder. It's given you a location here in the trade district. Sort of towards the outskirts of the trade district.
Well, I think this is the only lead we got. I say we investigate.
I concur.
Indeed, as good a place to start as any, if it isn't an ambush, that is.
We shall, as the captain would say, be on our toes. All right, so we're going to check out this mysterious location.
Yep. As you follow it down a side street, which sort of pulls off into, I'd call it an alley, but wider. And you walk down, and then it curves around one more time, and, there's nothing there.
I do hate it when I'm right.
It's a trap.
And with that, 3 Klingons step from around the corner, diktats in hand.
What are
boy.
those?
Those are the
Stabby knife fun times with
Oh,
extra points.
the little
If
knife
you
things.
steal them, you
Okay.
get their honor.
Okay,
So let's steal them and take their honor.
gentlemen, you don't want to do this. You don't have to do this. We don't have to fight. We can come to a peaceful solution about this. I'm sure. I am positive we can. We don't have to do this. Besides, if you get into a fight with 6 Starfleet officers, you are bound to lose. Surely there's a better option for all of us here.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, you think that's gonna work? That's cute.
Oh no, you challenged the blade.
Oh boy.
I had to try.
Oh, that's cute. Let me pull up the doc, because I have to roll for them. And you know, Doctor, because you were the one mouthing off.
Oh no. Our
gonna
doctor's
shank
gonna
you
get
first.
Shanked. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm the only one with a good medicine score, so if I die, you're all screwed.
Hell yeah.
Good luck. Oh God, I can't believe this is what I'm gonna.
Oh boy.
Oh,
This is fun. We need a little
Yep.
bit of challenge.
yep. Yep.
I'm gonna get shot again. Or stabbed.
Stabbed
Yeah.
or exploded.
Or
I always get stabbed.
all. How about all of the above?
I'll take
yeah,
it.
I'm down for that.
Hang on. Let me. I gotta. Every time I tell myself, you know, I don't think I'm gonna need my core rule book today. I end up needing my core rule book. You know what I mean? Oh, hang on, never mind. I have a sheet for a Klingon warrior. Great,
There you go.
beautiful. Okay, that works. Because I want to save my threat. I think we have a focus. Doctor, roll me daring security opposed.
Okay.
That's not right. That's not right at all. Ignore that.
Yeah, I'm just going to assume I don't have any focuses that apply here.
Yeah. That's tied. Because those scores are actually the same. Tie, but the victory goes to the attacker.
You're gonna get stabbed.
Actually, he's simply going to hit you with the butt of the weapon.
Oh, it's not too bad.
You are knocked to the ground,
Oof.
and you take 4 stress.
Ow! Come on.
You folks are up.
Okay.
All
gonna
right,
I'm gonna
let's
nerve
start
pinch a fool.
stabbing.
I was gonna say I'm gonna nerve pinch a fool.
You gonna nerve pinch a fool?
Yeah.
Hang on, give me a moment, and I'll sort of organize the combat down here, because that's sort of what this is for. Draw shape. Sort of like there. And Doctor's here. Rugon's there. Valakir there. Dazonin there. More or less.
Well, I'm gonna nerve pinch the one that just stabbed our doctor.
Hang on, let me redraw that rectangle real quick, just so that you know. Yeah, better. Okay, step forward. Give me. I think it's daring science for you.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And I'm going to take our momentum.
Warrior. Daring security. I'm gonna spend a threat. Give him a 3rd die.
Are any of us good at combat?
I don't know why it keeps rolling 4 dice.
Brigan is a Klingon, so he's half decent.
All right.
I guess this is just gonna constantly roll 4 dice. I know how many I'm supposed to be counting, but because he sped threat to oh, but it's only when he attempts melee combat. Oh.
Which you did not do. I attacked you.
Okay.
So I win.
Yeah, you do. Generate a momentum. Roll it. And I think that gets intense, right?
Yes, it does.
So it ignores a resistance when you get an effect. So roll 5 challenge dice, I think it is. And that ignores all the resistance, and he drops. As you run up to him and you sort of grasp the point right where the neck would meet the metal armor, push in, and his head rolls up in his eyes. He lets out a loud Klingon, and he drops.
I believe we can de-escalate this conflict.
And with that, the next Klingon is going to run forward and try to attack you with... Actually, he's got a batleth.
Oh, crap, I'm gonna get stabbed.
Daring security, mate. You actually... Because I didn't spend any threat. Those first two are zeros. You...
Holy hell.
Give me your unarmed strike. But the armor soaks it. Now it's to you guys. And by the by, Maselli, I consider you having taken your turn giving that speech.
Yeah, that's fine.
To Zonin.
Yeah.
Or Rugan, whichever of you wants to go.
I will slap him.
You have phasers.
Oh, we do? Okay.
Yeah,
I will
you
shoot
could-
him.
Yeah.
Well, you just don't want to shoot anyone that's close.
Let's see, what was the roll?
For
Darren security.
Phaser would be control.
Difficulty 2.
Control security difficulty 2. Roll that.
We carried like those goofy remote phasers they used in the early seasons of TNG, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's the type one, yeah.
You hit. Roll your
Phaser fire.
roll your phaser fire. Oh my goodness. That does 3 stress because Klingons have the armor.
Pew pew pew.
And now because you just shot her friend, this lady's gonna run up to you, Zonin, and attack you as well with a batleth.
You get a knife wound. You get a knife wound.
Roll me daring security. I'm gonna spend a threat. This time I get to reroll the dice pool. Haha.
Would you like our momentum, Dev? Never mind.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
You getting stabbed.
So, are you just counting the first 2 die?
No,
Yeah.
I spent a threat that time.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
So
so
in
that
that
time
case,
it'll
I'm-
be 3.
And I generate 2 threat.
Oh boy. So Rugan, you want to punch a fool or do you want to shoot a fool?
Hang
We're
on.
all kind of in the way.
Let's see what the batleth rolls. That's 2, 4, 5, 6 stress. That's enough for an injury. Do you want to give me
Oh.
Do you want to give me threat to stay up, spend a determination, or are you just gonna drop?
Determine. Well, what's the difference between threat and determination?
I think with determination, your next injury will be lethal.
Yes, it will.
Should I just give you threat then?
Yeah, you can.
Well,
Okay.
yeah,
how much
we'll
threat?
see. Well, yeah. Go ahead and give him the threat, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, threat.
Now Rugan.
All right, now is everyone else too in the way to do them, shoot them off?
Yeah, you'd kind of have to go all the way around in order to shoot anybody
How
now.
many spaces can you move?
I say that anything on sort of the right side of the alley is sort of in close range of you guys. Anything on the left side of the alley is in medium. Well, actually, no. Rugan, you're in medium range of the three of them, of the two of them, but you're increased complication because, well, you're in the back.
Yeah, that's what we're kind of in the way.
So you could
Yeah, you have to.
you could try to fire your
Alright.
phaser, but there would be an increased complication range. Where you
Yeah,
are,
I mean-
Violence it is.
where you
Yeah, I
Meaning
mean,
you
I'm
could
on the
shoot
floor. It's
us.
fine. You just have to like,
I'm not neither
point
is
your
Ted.
TV remote over my head. It's okay.
Oh, that's you being prone, by the by.
Alright, so Rugan is going to move up there and he is going to bludgeon it.
So you're gonna attack
Smack him.
this dude here. Is that right? I assume.
That's the plan.
Sure.
Okay. Give me daring security. I'm gonna spend.
Would
a
you
threat.
like our momentum?
Oof.
Yeesh,
I realized after I rolled it how bad my daring is.
Okay.
Ooh, boy.
Gains 2 threat.
oh no.
It's just gonna roll the unarmed strike. For stress.
Oh no.
We're gonna get killed by 3 random Klingons in the alleyway.
Hey, now there's 2 Klingons now.
Okay, and it comes back in. You okay there?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. It comes back around to you guys.
Oh, cool.
Top of the order.
Okay.
Who wants to go?
Should I nerve pinch another person?
It's probably the best idea we have.
Yes.
It's probably the best idea we have.
Yep. Okay, let's nerve pinch the person that tried to punch me. Or no, he tried to stab me. Gotta spend our momentum. That was awful.
What'd you roll? Oof.
Nothing.
That's rough, buddy. He's gonna roll. Hang on. He's gonna roll his unarmed strike. So fortunately, it's not gonna be another. I'm gonna spend a threat though. Get a third die. I'm not gonna.
Yep.
Roll. Okay, that's 2 threat again. Unarmed strike.
Bring it back.
As you get knocked to the ground.
Are we allowed to like call in reinforcement red shirts or something?
Hang on. You'll see. Let me do the thing where I give you the knockdown thing so we all know you're knocked down.
Yep, I get knocked down, but I get up again.
And
Which technically I do still have movement.
he is going to attack you, Rugan. Actually, no, he is going to try to kick you, Volok, because you are on the ground.
Oh man.
Another daring security roll, because and he has advantage because you're on the ground.
Back.
I'm only gonna roll 2 dice this time because I'm confident.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Please
you,
fail.
You kicked me in the face.
Yep. And he gains a threat, which I'm gonna spend for 5. I'm gonna spend the threat I gained to get 5 stress.
Okay.
Which is enough for an injury.
Yeah.
So, can we just like let him get knocked down and then let me save him on my next turn? Because it's only
Do.
a difficulty 1 task on daring medicine.
Yeah.
I say that happens because if I get up and get hit again, I might not do so well.
And he goes. You just see him as his metal boot just connects with Volok's jaw, and he goes flying.
Oh gosh. Just beam Volok out of here.
I'm the
Right.
person who does the beaming.
I am the one who beams.
All right. So I assume I'll go. And I am going to attempt the first aid action. This is a daring medicine task of difficulty 1 to stabilize an injured character. And if you spend 2 momentum, they may get back into the fighting right away.
Mhm.
Could I spend 2 threat instead of momentum? Or give you 2
Do we
threat?
want to keep giving him threat though?
You mean
No,
you want,
no,
you,
I just-
you mean
yeah.
you mean you want to give me? Well, you have to. You give me 1
No, no,
threat
no.
for an extra die.
No, I'm sorry. I was saying after the roll, could I give you 2 threat instead of spending 2
I'm
momentum?
gonna
Because we don't have any momentum.
I'm gonna say no.
Well, you might get momentum is what might happen. Because it is
Okay.
only difficulty 1.
Okay. Maybe.
Do you have any focuses?
I do have emergency medicine. I will give you a threat to get a 3rd die.
I'll take it and spend it and 1 more to increase the difficulty by 1, because that was a nasty kick to the jaw.
All right. Here we go.
Oh God, you make
Oh
it
my
worse.
god.
This is the second
you-
time you've done this, Doctor.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You make it worse.
Do you have a milestone that you might spend to get you a determination? Have you saved any milestones at all?
I don't really have anything. No.
Oh wait, no. Oh no, you do have something. That normal milestone challenged violence is never the answer to violence is almost never the answer.
There you go.
So if you spend that milestone that you saved, because I assume you saved it,
Yes.
so you can spend that to get a point of determination.
All right.
And then you can re-roll those.
Wow.
Okay. Okay.
That,
All right. And then I will spend that to get a determination to re-roll this, all 3 dice.
that's enough.
Hey.
That's not enough to get
Hey.
him on his feet, but he's
He's not going to die.
I'm stabilized and such.
Yeah. So, wow. I am
And
not doing well.
it's a difficulty 1, right? So we do get a momentum in the end.
No, he increased it to difficulty 2.
yeah.
Oh, never mind then. So just as is.
Okay. Now then, I think, yeah. No, I know what I'll do. Okay, so, who hasn't? I think only she hasn't gone.
And
Already gone. I hasn't done the second one.
Yes,
but
Tev.
Maselli just went, so it's back to them.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Oh, yes.
it's Klingon's turn, and she's probably going to stab someone.
Yeah.
Go back.
Yeah, you got it. She is going. Actually, yeah, she's gonna go and try to stab at Tizonin. Tizonin, I need you to make me a daring security roll. I'm spending a threat.
Punch him.
Oof.
Come on, you can do it.
Back.
Tizonin, can you roll me daring security?
Absolutely.
Oof.
The
Still
game is great.
wins.
I am leaving.
Do you have a determination to spend to re-roll those?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Do you have a value that
Yes, you
might
do.
help?
You
I
haven't
don't
spent your
know.
determination this game.
But he needs a value.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
valid.
Oh, do unto others as you would have others do unto you.
Oh my god.
That's
Yes, do that.
So you can re-roll those two. Oh. Chef kiss.
Nice.
And
Okay.
I will let the complication bypass their armor.
Okay.
So roll
Punch.
roll me
that Klingon.
roll me your unarmed strike. And you generated 2 momentum.
Oh yes.
Just chef kiss. Mwah. Okay, can someone roll Tizonin's unarmed strike?
Gotcha.
Okay, back.
Oh, hot damn. I think that's enough to take him out.
You took out
Take
the
him
fool.
out to dinner.
No. However, I am gonna spend 2 threat to keep her on her feet. Because I can do that like the way that you guys can.
Yep.
But she still takes a bunch of stress because you bypassed her thing.
Punched her in the jugular.
Yeah, that's 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 stress, and she's knocked to the ground. And I think it comes down to either
Rugan.
Rugan and
Tizonin.
Tev. Yeah.
So who wants to go next?
Who wants to punch someone first?
Can we request reinforcements from the Hadfield?
If we're bitch made,
Oh come on, we can do this.
I don't want to die.
You just got momentum, so we can spend some of that.
We're
punch
spending
some
all the
fools.
momentum on this fight. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot them.
You could wait. No, she's prone now, isn't she? So you don't want to.
Oh,
You don't want to
she
shoot
is
them.
prone.
Oh,
So
I am.
you'd
Oh,
actually
so
have
sorry.
advantage.
Could I have spent my movement to get up also during that
Oh,
turn?
yeah,
I'm sorry,
sure.
I forgot to mention that.
So yeah, Tev, if you were to punch her back, you'd have advantage because she's on the ground.
Yep. You could give her a whack.
Okay, I just want to beat the person up. What do I roll?
Daring security opposed. I am spending a threat to give her.
Do you want a momentum
give
for
her
a die?
To give her a hope or a prayer of making this.
Oh, did I?
Oh no.
Oh, did I win?
Oh no.
You still won, actually.
Yeah, in fact, you won by a factor of 2 because she had a base difficulty 1 to even.
Unarmed or phaser?
Unarmed.
Unarmed. Oh.
That is only 3 stress.
Yep, but still.
It's still
Ooh.
way good.
1, 2, 3. if you do want to spend a momentum, you can bypass that resistance and get the
Let's
full.
I
five.
do it.
Okay,
I do.
Yeah.
That's 5, and she is
She's dead, Jim.
She done, and
I want to cut out her heart and eat it.
That's later.
And Rugan.
Yep, it's Rugad's turn to try and
Hey.
punch somebody.
All right, who's left standing?
Just the one
Yeah.
in front of you there
Yeah.
that kind of kicked me in the face.
Hmm.
Do.
I am not a fighty Klingon.
Yeah, you are not.
No.
That you are not, buddy, old pal. I'm not even gonna spend a threat for that. It's not even worth my time.
Oh.
Oof. Roasted.
Gonna take 2 threat. And roll the unarmed strike. Ragon, you take 2 stress.
Okay.
However, I am now gonna have him make a. This is a check he has to make. This is not a he's gonna do something. This is a he has to resist something check.
Oh no. Is he going to run away?
Oof. Yeah, as he's realizing that he is now quite outnumbered. Hang on a second. I have to open this image. I just want to get this thing in real quick. Come on, damn it, Janet.
I love you.
Is this gonna work? Maybe not. I'll save this image as real quick. Okay, and then you okay there, Doctor? You keep dropping stuff.
Sorry. I'm just anxious and I was playing with something. I'm okay.
Okay. He makes a run for it. However, let me roll a couple dice. Would you guys mind giving me a momentum?
Yes, I would. My
Yeah,
momentum.
sure.
I'm gonna spend a threat, just cause. And Klingon's gonna roll his. Hang on. Where is it? Just had it. Klingon. There it is. Oh wow. It's not expecting that. Not expecting that good of a roll out of you. What do you get? Oh no.
Oh no.
Who shit is in here? None of her stuff is in here. Okay.
Jeffrey. Oh no.
Gonna give her a 3rd die. And oh, that's right, she gets that thing too. Nice. I think that. The 1 or the 2? Oh, and she has a focus, so those are both 2s. Great. As a figure drops down from the rooftop above.
Does a superhero landing?
No, does not do a superhero landing.
Oh, I can't believe this.
Hmm?
That's lame, man.
And I gotta quickly find this talent. Where's this dumb talent? I want that one. Roll the dice. What is it? I think it's a 2. Okay, let's roll it. If you guys would mind giving her that last momentum to break through the resistance, that'll do it.
Sure.
Great. As this figure drops down and pulls a short curved blade from sort of like there's sort of this cloaked figure, pulls this short curved blade out and whaps the Klingon right in the face with the blunt end of it. The Klingon wheels around as if he's gonna try and go at a strike for the knife in his offhand, but the figure brings down the curved blade, catches the sort of the forked point of the diktok, pulls it, expertly disarming the Klingon, and then with a swift elbow to the face, the Klingon goes sprawling to the ground.
Who are you?
The figure pulls the hood off of her head, and she doesn't look at you, Doctor. She looks at you, Tizonin. Oh, Tev, what am I going to do with you?
Oh. Hey, lady.
And that, actually, I think is where we are going to end tonight's episode.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh, she's my
Miss
favorite
Sophie has
character.
never met Zero's girlfriend. I mean, Tev's girlfriend.
And that is where we are going to end holding down the fort.